My hello and welcome to another unhinged mum chats with yours truly. My name is Paula, and I love sharing sort of weekly chats of motherhood topics that I don't feel like it gets talked about. Um, and it's mainly my way of sharing my thoughts on motherhood topics and my way of sharing reality rather than beautifying things or generalizing, really, because one of the things of motherhood that I've come to know is how much is generalized, and they want us all to fit in this one perfectly sized glass of milk, but we are all different types of milk. Like we're not just a one milk for all. I don't know why I said milk. It's just the thing that came to my mind. Anyway, today's topic is more about it's more about me raising a boy. Okay, so like I have a boy. He's 4 years old, and I will be boy's child, and I am trying to incorporate this obviously into the journey, and I want him to learn about, well, mainly the most important thing that he's learning right now, or that we are trying to convey right now, is stop when someone says stop. All right, so no means no and stop is stop. So these are two very important. I'm not going to explain why, but you know why these are very important to learn. It's not just for boys. It's not just for boys in reality, but is where we are in the world right now. And what's one of the things I want to teach my kids and my son right now is what we're trying to teach. However, it is very hard because, firstly, to implement this, you have to do a lot of talking, and there's a lot of explaining, and there's a lot of things that we have to do to ensure that he understands. Mind you, he's 4 years old, so we still have a long way to go. But this happened literally yesterday, and I am a person that gets touched out. I get very touched out very easily. I can like people chewing. I get noises overwhelm me. So there's a lot of things, and he sometimes is very physical, and he just jumps on you and just throws himself on you with all his weight, and it hurts, and it's a lot. And yesterday, for instance, there was one of these instances where I was a bit annoyed about what he was doing, so I said, and he just tried to grab me hard. So there was an incident where I said stop, and he just grabbed me harder, and then the reasoning was, I just want to give you a kiss, I just want to give you a cuddle. And just like that, it makes you feel sort of guilty. It sort of changed, but we stood firm, and we tried to explain to him that, okay, you want to give me a kiss, you ask me to give me a kiss. You have to use your words. You can't just plunge yourself at someone to kiss them. You have to ask for it, no matter who. You have to ask. You want a kiss, you ask, mommy, can I give you a kiss, and things like that. And it's something that we try to do to him as well. So we try to ask him if he wants a kiss or if he wants a cuddle, just to respect that sort of boundary. And yes, there is overlapping, but I think that's just a normal parenting sort of situation. But it's just making them understand that listening to those words stop and no, it's a stop and a no. Like you cannot continue whatever it is that you're doing, type thing. And then there's also another factor, which is, I feel like we're setting up a bad example, but it's not even like intentionally. We don't do this intentionally. This is because of the situation that we are on today. So, for instance, if in the mornings, sometimes it's really hard to get him to just do things, to get in a car, to get to school. We have a strict schedule. We have literally a 10-minute window where we can drop him off. If he's late, he's late. He's not allowed in school, right? Like some late. I think one time we arrived super late, but it was because of weather conditions, and then my husband managed to get him in. But again, we have those 10 minutes, and that's the 10 minutes to drop off the kid, and that's it. So whenever we're leaving the house, we get if things are not at the right times, we're asking him to do things and to do stuff and to hurry up and do things, and then we're forcing them upon him, and here is when he might say, no, I don't want to, stop, I don't want that, no, and all of this. And it's like, I can't separate the two, because I have to take you to school, and I have to put your shoes on, and I have to put you in the car, because we have to get to school. But he's asking no, he's saying stop, and it's like, I'm not respecting his opinion, obviously. So this is where it gets difficult for me. So I'm thinking, like, I'm guilt tripping myself, I guess, because I feel like maybe he doesn't understand, maybe he doesn't say it, maybe he doesn't stop when he meant to stop because of this experience, and this experience is maybe damaging the overall learning process. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope this is like, he eventually understands that the other one is because of time constraint, is because of responsibilities, is because we have to go, and the other one is more of a, but then again, like, it's just thinking about it just makes me feel very queasy, because it's like, oh, it's because of a job, oh, it's because of this, that I didn't respect something, you know what I mean? It feels like an excuse. So I don't really know how to go about it. I have done many exercises, and so you know, when you're getting ready, we make it a competition, so putting your shoes on and everything. But some days it just doesn't work like that. Even making things fun is not where their mind is. It's not what they want to be doing, and it's totally fair. But you know, like, obviously during the week we have work to do. He has to go to school, and it's just I don't know if we are just set up to fail, and everything's just gonna collapse. Regardless, I also want to mention this is obviously my preference, obviously. Like, you don't have to be doing this with your children and things like that. This is just something that I focus on, because I want to raise a boy that is respectful, a boy that believes in equality, a boy that it doesn't live to believe that saying no, it just means more, or stop, it just means more. Do you know what I mean? But this is a personal preference, obviously. You don't have to do this with your kids, and you can focus on other things that are also important. Like I said at the start, motherhood is not a size fits all, and we all do it differently, and we all focus on different things, and it doesn't mean that it makes people bad or makes one of us wrong. It just means we're focusing on different things, and we have different priorities, and that's fine. For those of you who have tried my way, if you've tried something similar to what I'm doing, do you have any advice? Do you have any pointers, for instance, or things that you did that worked out for you that someone else could try? If you leave it in the comments, I would love to hear from you guys. If you want to try it as well, if you want to ask some questions, also in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe for more weekly chats. Thank you so much for being here with me, and